holds marriages together. Women just putting up with shit.
It's crazy because the women who know better get called bitter. How can you be bitter when there's nobody cheating on you, lying to you, manipulating you, deceiving you, harming you, breaking your heart? The bitter women are the women who are upset with us for calling a thing a thing. I just got a comment on one of my stories. If you go and look at my stories, I'm talking about an experience that I had just last night. So earlier this year, I met a man. He wanted to get to know me. He told me he was single, but my intuition was saying he was lying. So I deaded all communication with him. Not even a week later, I saw confirmation that he was with someone, right? I just happened to be following a certain photography page and I saw a picture of her and him. And I was like, I sent it to him and I was like, you such a lying piece of shit. So of course he got mad and blocked me. But by then it was too late. So I had reposted it to my own Instagram and talked about it and commented on the picture. I was like, he's cheating on his woman. Ask me how I know. I've seen that man in multiple different places, at least 3 different places with 3 different women since then. And so last night I just so happened to decide to go out. I've been doing that a lot more lately. And when I went out, who did I see? Him and her. They've been together since at least February of 2022. I don't know if they were together before that, but that's the bit of evidence that I have as far as their relationship, right? She's still with him. She knows he cheats. I left a comment. One of her friends responded, told me that was his girlfriend, asked me for information. Me and her communicated. Me and the girl communicated. The girlfriend, not just the friend, me and the girlfriend communicated. She knows her nigga is cheating. She's staying with him. You know why? Because she is spineless and self-loathing. And how do I know this? I used to be her. I was in a relationship where I was cheated on and I stayed. Because I was spineless and self-loathing too. A woman who knows her true value and who loves herself does not tolerate this shit. And I know that now because that's where I am in my life. I stayed in the relationship. I was bitter and miserable and upset and unhappy. And I remember just waking up one day and saying, why are you doing this? I booked a ticket. I left the country. I packed up 3 suitcases with stuff I couldn't bear to leave, left everything else behind, and started my life over. And I traveled the world for a while before I decided what country I wanted to live in, right? I'm going to tell you right now, 1 thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. You either going to have standards, boundaries, and expectations, or you're going to have a man. Because the greater percentage of men are vile, evil, deceptive, manipulative, cheating pieces of you know what. You better learn how to love you and stop outsourcing that responsibility to people who are incapable of love. Men are incapable of love. They're incapable of love. Love is an active word. It's an action. It is an action. You do not cheat on people you love. You do not risk breaking the hearts of people you love. You do not risk fucking up the self-esteem of people you love. You do not risk fucking with the mental health of people you love. Let's call a thing a thing. And the women who stay are spineless and self-loathing. And most likely, because we all live in a patriarchal, woman-hating, woman-possessing, and controlling global society, she was trained, cultured, and socialized to be spineless and self-loathing. It takes a lot to unlearn that. It takes a lot of bravery and temerity to choose yourself. So the bitter women are the women who stayed with cheating, lying POSs. And they are mad at the rest of us. I just had someone leave a comment, like I said, on my story. Someone left a comment on my story. And she was asking me, what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with me. Something's finally right with me. I finally see the forest for the trees. And all I want is for the rest of you to do the same. You are spineless and self-loathing. if you will stay with a man who cheats on you, who lies to you, who gaslights you, who manipulates you. And some of this has to do with trauma. That is true. Because traumatically harmed and broken people do not function like everybody else. And I know that too. But healing is not only possible, it is necessary. And through healing and growth, you will see changes in your life for the better. I have a much better life since I left my cheating, lying, gaslighting, manipulative, deceptive ex than I ever had with him. Than I ever would have had with him. He himself is broken. He got mommy issues, but we met when I was a child. I didn't know. I was 19 years old. What the hell did I know? So he was broken himself. He is now working on himself and realizing that, yeah, there's something wrong with me. It's something, I have mommy issues. I have arrested development. I have a lot of shit I went through as a kid myself that's causing me to have fucked up relationships with women. Listen to me good. No woman who knows her value and loves herself is going to tolerate that. That's the truth. Only a woman who does not love herself or know her value would stay in that situation. So self-loathing and spinelessness equals relationship. Because you either gonna have a man or you gonna have a standard. Opt out.